Hi guys, I'm Carol, and I have another extremely shocking and disturbing video for you guys tonight. I watched another crazy video that you can find on YouTube or just about anywhere on the internet. I suppose you could look it up just on Google or something. But there's this woman, her name is Carrie. I believe she lives in Colorado Springs, not that that makes any difference. She was diagnosed with malignant melanoma, which to those of you that don't know the difference between benign and malignant, it means that she had melanoma, which is a type of cancer. She went and got it removed, and they told her, if she went through the chemo and all that, that it would probably be in remission afterwards. So basically she ends up refusing the chemo. So instead, she decides on her own, she comes up with this idea that she's going to use urine therapy. So she drinks her own urine, right? And she's been drinking it for 4 years. So she's drank it so long, she's got herself convinced that her cancer is in remission from this urine therapy. She's ever since she started, from 4 years ago to now, she's drank about 900 gallons of her own urine. And every day she drinks about almost all of her urine. In case you guys didn't know, I looked this up because I was really curious actually. But your urine has a lot of different stuff in it. It's like 95% water, but then it has creatine and chloride, and then of course there's toxins in it from the acid, and there's potassium in it too. And if you ingest too much potassium, that can lead to dehydration, and a lot of potassium can give you heart attacks. So they're taping her, and when she's talking about it, she's smiling, she's happy about it that she does this. So she says, I will never stop drinking my urine. And she says that it's jam-packed of vitamins and minerals, when really, as you all know, pee is what your body gives out. You eat, you drink, and you piss out what your body doesn't want anymore. So at the beginning of the video, she's saying how, her pee tastes like whatever she's eaten. Sometimes it tastes like champagne, and I believe she even takes a sip of it and says, lemony. And, oh, that was the other thing. She can't eat asparagus anymore because, it leaves a really, really nasty taste in your pee. So she'll even admit that sometimes it's really disgusting. Sometimes it'll give you negative effects, but she'll still keep drinking it. So basically, she starts, the whole beginning of the story is that she had cancer. So she starts growing this mole on her back, and it's awkward. It goes from light to dark, and it changes shape, color, all that. It's weird. She's worried about it, and she doesn't want to see a doctor. She thinks that her urine therapy is doing her really good. So they go to a commercial break. They come back, and she's in the bathroom, and she takes her toothbrush. And she's got a cup about this big, right? She takes the toothbrush and dips it in her pee and starts fucking brushing her teeth with it. Which, talk about disgusting, right? But that's not even it. That's not even the worst part. Like, she really goes too far with it. So, she, brushing her teeth with it is the one thing. She says, her words are, I think it's brightening my teeth from the inside out. Which, you're drinking your pee, it's in your mouth. I mean, how can you kiss someone? How can you date someone? But so anyway, then they show her in the bathtub, and she's got like I don't know what the name of the pot is for it, but she's got a little pot, and I guess it's got like a pour spout on it, and she's pouring it into the bathtub. She takes a bath with it, and she's laying down in the bathtub, and she's got it in her hands, and she's going like this, rubbing it into her face, in through her hair. She says she rubs it in her ears, behind her ears, through her hair. You know, this woman actually truly thinks that her piss is a natural lotion. Then one of the more grosser things is how she's got an eye cup. This thing's about this big, and it's just big enough to fit over your eye. So she pours the pee in it, and she'll put it over her eye, and lay in the bathtub, hold her eye open, and hold it there with her eye open until she says it starts to burn. Not sting, not irritated, until it starts to burn. Which, I mean, wouldn't that kind of give you the idea that maybe drinking your piss isn't so good? Maybe. But then she brings her friend over. Her friend doesn't know anything that's wrong with her. It's a longtime friend. She sits her down. She says, I have to tell you something important. I need to tell you this. And she tells her friend, you know, I drink most of my urine. I bathe with most of my urine. And then she has a jar. And I believe she has it sitting on her bathroom sink. And she'll pee in it and let it stew. Let it sit there for like a week or two. And she'll rub it into her skin. Rub it in. Yeah, you know, I got my lotion. Feels so good. Yeah. Oh, my skin's so soft. Then she says her joints are better. She feels more energetic. Of course, her friend is completely, you know, she doesn't want to show her shock, but she says she needs to see a doctor. And, of course, I mean, I feel really bad for her children, because towards the end of the video, she's got 3 girls. They're all very, very upset about it. You know, want to get her to go see a doctor, because they're like, just because you think it's in remission doesn't necessarily mean it's good for you. You need to go see a doctor. Doctor tells her there's all these things wrong with it, and then has her look at the mole. Of course, there's something wrong with the mole, and she's got to get it biopsied. And I believe at the end of the video, don't quote me on this, but I think that she says she stops drinking it and they're waiting for the biopsy results. But here's to all you guys thinking, you know, I gotta tell ya, pee is probably a pretty good drink. Put some ice in it. You know, I tend to pour my vodka in it. Maybe have a sip or two. So she might be crazy, but I think we should all try it. So bottoms up.